OB1 Satoshi, checking in. Let me take a quick minute to introduce myself. Some will consider me a maniacal trader, a cryptomaniac with a few screws loose. Although I don't deny that outright, I prefer to classify myself as an entrepreneur with the manhood needed to execute risk-on action when the market conditions are opportune, while at the same time having the patience and the wisdom to sit still like a lion waiting in ambush for his prey when that proves to be the better course of action. The Almighty has given me many successes, of which I'll list a few. I have been self-employed since high school. I don't have a penny of debt. I've successfully made $1 out of 15 cents. And I have the good fortune to travel the world and experience multiple cultures and countries. My wife hasn't worked for over 15 years, and she's mostly busy homeschooling our small clan of 5 children. I have started, sold, and continue to operate multiple businesses, of which trading and investing is one. The aim of this channel is to share the knowledge and experience that I've gained along the way, to offer simple yet effective technical analysis, to discuss various trading and investing strategies. If those are topics of interest to you, then hit the subscribe button now so you don't miss a beat. That being said, let's move on to the current state of the Bitcoin market in a segment which I like to title 2-Minute TA. Let's start off by first looking at the monthly chart. All right, guys, here's the long-term BTC trend. Bitcoin's basically been on a parabolic rise. And this was the, as you can see here, this trend line that I just drew right here was a long-term trend line that was respected for years. What happened is back when we were in this descending triangle, over here, all of this, we broke down below that trend line. What happened was, after dropping, we had this parabolic bull run again. We hit this trend line, briefly went above this trend line, just wicked above this trend line on the monthly chart, got rejected, and now we're in that rejection. As you can see, we've dropped relatively about, I think, 43% from the top, around 14,000. So we definitely got rejected by this long-term trend line, and it's difficult to say at this point if Bitcoin is going to change directions and go back up and try to break this trend line again. So right now, Bitcoin is basically at a crucial point because, historically speaking, from my research, the only time Bitcoin has had more than a 50% retracement has been after historic all-time highs. So, for example, we had the high at roughly 20,000. Once we had that all-time high, then we did more than a 50% retrace. And if you go back to look for more than 50% retraces, almost all of them or all of them are following an all-time high. So the Bitcoin has had very large retraces, but not more than 50%. The retracements that it had in the past that were not immediately following an all-time high were, generally speaking, between 30 to 40%. I think the max was like 41%. The one that we're currently in right now, obviously, is not coming down from the all-time high. It's coming from the high of this year of 14,000. But at the moment, it's about 43% retracement. So if it goes lower than that, if it starts to hit, let's say more than 50%, then Bitcoin is basically doing something that it hasn't really ever done before, which is not really a good sign in terms of the bullish outlook. In terms of investing and long-term strategy, then it's great because it basically, if the price drops, and we continue into and basically this was just a bull run and it wasn't the beginning of a new bull market, then it gives everybody some more time to pick up some more Bitcoin on the cheap. Dollar cost average in, try to buy, when it's a bargain price, etc. So either way, we have to look at this in a way that's good. If it starts to rebound from here, then basically I would say I would pay attention to it if it starts to make long-term steady growth, I would prefer that than to see, for example, like a single 15% candle to break 85 and break higher than that. I would rather see like a gradual increase, maybe over the course of the next 2 to 3 weeks, maybe maximum 1 to 2 months. But I would like to see it build a base, consolidate, gradually go higher, and retest that $9,300 ceiling, which was the bottom of the new descending triangle. If it can do that, I'd be happy to buy in, above 93. I'd be happy to buy in above 93. Now, what I would do though, I mean, obviously, I set stop losses, mental stop losses. I don't like to use the stop loss test in the exchanges, but I do set mental stop losses. And if it doesn't fit the thesis that I had, then I don't mind taking a risk and then getting out. Looking at it right now, I mean, if you buy it right now, it's a 43% discount from its highs. But the thing is that it's quite possible it can go much lower than this. Honestly, I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see if it's going to go lower than this. The next target I'm looking for is roughly around 7,000. And what I'm going to do is basically, I'm not going to just buy it right away. I'm going to wait to see what it does around 7,000. But I do have a buy order set. What I'm trying to do is catch a wick. So I think currently I have my buy order set. I don't remember what it is. I said it a few days ago. I don't remember what it is exactly. But if I were to set it again, let's say I'd set it around, at the moment, I would say, let's say 6,200. All right, 6,200, 6,300-ish. I would set that, hoping to catch a wick all the way down, and then it would bounce back above 7,000, maybe 7,500. And then at that point, I'd probably just sell and see what's going to happen. All right, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. I hope we can grow together. I hope you do well out there. I'm looking forward to getting to know and interacting with you guys, making all sorts of beneficial contacts and networks. Look out for my next video in which I'll discuss my current positions and my market outlook for the near future. OB1 Satoshi, checking out.